Looking for the answer of what is gray water in an RV? We will talk about in details of gray water and black water in an RV. What are they and what's the difference? By the way, when you start RVing, be prepared to learn lots of new words. So, what is gray water and what is black water? Gray water refers to the wastewater that comes from the liquids that go down your bathroom sinks and other drains in an RV. Similarly, outside of the RV world, gray water is also wastewater collected from sink drains, shower/bathtub drains, dishwasher, washing machine. Basically, it's any liquid you drain that doesn't go down your toilet. In your RV, the gray water ends up in gray water tanks. The gray tank is underneath your RV. It holds wastewater until you can dump it in an appropriate dump station. Gray water is generally not as bacteria-filled as black water is. RV gray wastewater mainly contains detergents from bathing and from sinks. It contains no harmful chemicals, as long as you don't use any. Untreated gray water can be used. Sans any harmful chemicals for things like watering to nourish plants or even for flushing toilets. You must be careful what kind of soaps you use. Otherwise, you might kill plants. What is black water in an RV? Black water is considered the wastewater that comes from everything flushed down your RV toilet. Naturally, it will contain fecal matter, urine, and TP. It's also called sewage or brown water. But in the RV world, it's always referred to as black water. Sewage contains a lot of disease-carrying bacteria and sometimes even a black tank treatment. If you use those, natural reasoning tells us that black water is much more dangerous to humans, left untreated. Thankfully, we don't have to treat our own. Fecal contamination of wastewater is left up to the city treatment plant it's dumped into. You must deal with your human waste more in an RV than you do in a house, but there's not much you have to do with it besides capture it in your camper black tank and then dump it. What is the difference between black water and gray water? Gray water vs. black water. The difference between black water and gray water boils down to the contents they contain. Black water contains urine and human waste, which is essentially sewage. It has much more harmful bacteria and pathogens than gray wastewater does. Gray water contains only dirt and food particles from washing dishes, showers, food scraps, and it may have some detergents. How to dump RV gray water. To dump your RV gray water tank, you'll connect one end of your RV sewer hose to your RV outlet and the other end to the dump station inlet. You'll pull the lever to open the gray valve, which is essentially like opening a little door or a valve gate. This action allows the gray tank's contents to flow into the sewer hose, which will carry it into the dump/sewer station inlet. Once all the water has drained from the tank, close the gray valve again, disconnect, and rinse out the sewer hose, and then store it away for next time you need it. It's never advisable to dump your RV gray water on the ground, and in most places, it's illegal. Dumping only at approved dump stations and campsites with sewer hookups will both preserve our wildlands and avoid breaking the law.